Hey gang, it's Ian from Peach Dragon with another Getting Started video. I've already done one on the Hunter and their fabulous cloaks, the Warlocks and their fabulous trench coats. Now I get to do one on the Titans and their fabulous butt towels, I guess. Their crazy loincloths, their back butt cape, I don't know. So, Titans have the highest armor, means they have the highest damage resist, the highest HP. They're able to get into the fray, they're able to fight for a little bit longer before they have to duck behind cover. That makes them good at using the assault rifles, good at using the heavy machine guns, good at using the shotguns, very up close and personal class. That said, you'd expect them to be good at melee. Their melee actually has such a poor range that it's easier to melee with the Warlock and the Hunter. The throwing knife, the smoke bomb, the force palm abilities are all better than the Titan's crazy punching powers. That said, the Titan does have the most powerful melee attack. It's just not powerful enough to make a difference. They do get some other cool trinkets, though. The Lightning Grenade is unique to the Titan Striker subclass, which is the first subclass you'll get upon creating a new Titan. And also, the Fist of Havoc is a localized Nova Bomb, so pretty cool there. They also get this cool ability, the Shoulder Charge. The Shoulder Charge is the true melee ability of the Titan class. Once you start running, you'll notice speed lines begin to appear around your screen. As soon as you see those, that's your cue that you can just... Oh, this guy is busy taking all my kills. That's cool. He's busy storm crawling. I understand. It's fun. It's addicting. Can't get enough storm crawling. So that's the Shoulder Charge. As you can see, it's not super special. There's the Lightning Grenade. It creates a cone of energy that just pulses from that position. I think the Shoulder Charge is probably the best thing about the Striker Titan, but it's just really satisfying to crunch heads with your knee. Let's see, aside from that, the only other thing worth talking about on the Striker Titan is the Fist of Havoc. The Fist of Havoc is like a localized Nova Bomb. No range on it at all, but if you run into a group of enemies head first, you'll be glad that you have it. Like these enemies right here. Let's go say hi. It has the Death from Above perk, which means that you can Superman into the ground. As you can see, the range isn't incredible, but everything within that range did just get killed. The exciting world of Striker Titan. That's really all there is to it. Use guns, kill stuff, melee stuff. Level 15 you unlock the Defender Titan. The Defender Titan's a little bit more strategy oriented. The Defender Titan has a better melee just because the perk on it allows for an overshield if you get the kill. It's similar to the Sunsinger's melee, but directly worse because it isn't ranged, and because it does not give you the overshield on hit, it gives you the overshield on kill. This means that if you just randomly punch a big enemy and he doesn't die, then you just lost your melee and also didn't get an overshield. That's no fun. Everybody likes overshields. What makes the Defender Titan special isn't their crazy suppressor grenade that suppresses enemy abilities, but in fact their bubble shield. The Defender Titan is called such because they defend their teammates. It's the support class of the Titans, and let's see what that looks like as soon as some enemies come by. No enemies? No one wants to challenge the Defender Titan with a supercharged bubble. Here's some guys who look like they're up for anything. So let's say these guys come calling. I can place a bubble shield and just sit back and camp in my bubble, watch them come in. If they don't want to stay in my bubble, pop out, pop back in. While I'm in the bubble, I get an overshield because I'm using the perk Armor of Light. But there are two other perks you can equip to your shield. The first is Blessing of Light, which gives you an overshield in here, and when you walk out, you continue to keep that overshield. The other perk is called Weapons of Light, and it means that your weapons deal 3 times as much damage. All of them. All of your weapons, 3 times as much damage. And that includes... that buff stays with you outside the bubble. The special grenade they have is the Suppressor Grenade. It suppresses enemy abilities. It's great on Fallen Captains, but you're mostly going to see this in PvE P, where you can shut down a super with it. It's not a bad grenade in and of itself, though. There's that overshield on kill I was talking about. That's really all there is to the Defender Titan subclass, although it is worth noting that they make the most orbs of any of the Titan classes. So if you are trying to run support for your teammates, then absolutely the best class you could be running. Finally, at level 25, you unlock the quest to get the Sunbreaker Titan. The Sunbreaker Titan wields the Hammer of Soul. Totally not a Hephaestus ripoff, the Greek god of using a hammer. Anyway, let's go soak the Forge somewhere. They get a special melee ability that works just like the Void Bow. I'm sure you remember the Void Bow allowed the enemies to become weaker for a little bit. As long as they were attached by that tether, they were vulnerable to attack. Well, this does the same thing and sets them on fire. It's awesome. They also get this cool fusion grenade, just like the Sun Singers do, but that's not the reason you're using one, is it? It's because you want to do this. Oh, yes. Infinite power. Very powerful class, lasts a long time. I threw like 7 hammers there. It's the Titan equivalent to, say, Arcblade or Storm Trance, except it's solar. It's definitely what you're running the subclass for. The grenade and the melee aren't that special. The melee's pretty good, but it's nothing to write home about. Certainly not a reason to use the class. If you're running a Sunbreaker, the reason is because you like to throw the hammers. Pretty much everything about this subclass is throwing hammers. You can clear a lot of enemies throwing hammers. More than you could with your gun. So, if you're playing with friends and you're playing a Sunbreaker, pick up those Orbs of Light to get more super energy so you can use that hammer all the time. That's really all you need to know about the Titan subclass. Very powerful, very bare bones though. Just throw hammers, make bubbles, and hit people. Not a bad subclass to start out with. It is pretty forgiving considering that high armor stat, so not a bad one to get started on. Certainly not with that striker ability to begin with for those first chapters of the game. And then the Defender is probably everyone's favorite strike companion. And also raid companion. If you like the Endgame PvE content, the raids, certainly worth having a Defender Titan on your team, especially if you're the Defender Titan. I wonder if I can just squeeze in one more Hammer of Soul, because it's really fun, guys. Oh, there's some enemies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just that never gets old. Alright, well, if you liked these videos, these getting started videos, get excited because you can expect a few more. I'm going to do the weapons next, I think, so you can tune in then. I'm also going to do some more videos for the people who aren't necessarily beginners. Gunsmith videos, Xur videos, all kinds of stuff like that. Give us a like if you're into these Destiny videos, and leave us a comment if you have any questions about how to build your subclass, which class to pick, anything else, I don't know, what kind of questions you guys have. See you next time.